Hi BookTube, welcome back to another Friday Reads video. So I finished a couple books, starting a couple new ones, so I thought I'd fill you in and let you know what I'm up to. I did just finish Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This was my last audiobook. It is a Gothic thriller featuring our main character, Noemi. She is sent by her father to a remote manor home out in the Mexican countryside called Hyde Place, after he receives a letter from Noemi's cousin, Catalina, asking for help, basically. She's just recently gotten married, moved to this place, and apparently something is going on with the situation that her father's concerned about. So he sends Noemi up there, and when she arrives at the place, it is very run down. There's like mold on wallpapers. I don't even remember if there's any actual electricity in the house. I know they have candlelight quite often, so I don't remember if there's electricity running at all. They seem a bit less well off than maybe they once were, though they do still have some servants. But there's a lot of rules around the house. Everything is like no talking at dinner. It's very restrictive, very, I don't know, just odd. Everything's very odd about the house. And I love the way the author kind of just slowly lays out all these little details, and you wonder what's going on with this place. What's going on with these people? Is Catalina in danger? Is she losing her mind? Is she just ill? What's happening? And it's unravels a bit slowly, but I didn't mind the pace. It just seemed to suit the situation, and letting little things kind of sneak up and be revealed to you. But then things take a darker turn when the house and stuff starts to invade her mind, kind of like in dreams. She starts having nightmares about the place, and a lot of weird things start happening, and then the horror aspect kind of kicks in, and that's where it just skyrockets. The pace picks up, and it gets really disturbing. So I really enjoyed this. I thought it was just going to be kind of a Gothic thriller, but when that horror aspect kicked in, I was just like, whoa, this is weird. So I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to like checking out some of her other work. So we'll see what else she comes up with. But I really enjoyed this one. I also, what else did I finish? Actually, I think that was it, because I'm still reading A Friend in Need. This is Judith Jackson. This is the cozy mystery. I'm about 75% in with this one. It's the Bluebell Cafe cozy mystery series. I'm really enjoying this one so far. This is about a Bluebell Cafe. This woman opens up, and she's still trying to get the business up and running, and then some people try to move in next door and build like a bistro, which is going to be a big competition for her. And then suddenly someone turns up dead next door, and at first she's a suspect, and then it ends up her cook is a main suspect. And obviously, to clear his name and the reputation of her bistro, or her cafe rather, they're gonna need to find out who the real killer is. And but I'm really enjoying all the various characters and a little quirkiness of it. But just a really good mystery. I like the little bulldog too, with his little, I don't know if you can see a little patch on his eye. Really cute covers. Love a good cozy mystery. So I'm still reading that one. When I finished my audiobook, I was looking for something else to download. I ended up downloading something that I actually have a physical copy of, but that's okay, because I didn't know when I was going to get around to it anyway. But I ended up downloading Bellman and Black by Diane Setterfield. She's the author of The 13th Tale and Once Upon a River, both really great books. I'm just going to go ahead and read the synopsis of this one. Like I said, I just downloaded it today, and I've only just started listening to it, only on like basically the equivalent of chapter 3 from the book. So I haven't gotten too far into it. It says, one moment in time can haunt you forever. Caught up in a moment of boyhood competition, William Bellman recklessly aims his slingshot at a rook, resting on a branch, killing the bird instantly. It is a small but cruel act, and is soon forgotten. By the time he is grown, with a wife and children of his own, William seems to have put the whole incident behind him. It was as if he had never killed the thing at all. But rooks don't forget. Years later, when a stranger mysteriously enters William's life, his fortunes begin to turn, and the terrible and unforeseen consequences of his past indiscretion take root. In a desperate bid to save the only precious thing he has left, he enters into a rather strange bargain with an even stranger partner. Together they found a decidedly macabre business, and Bellman and Black is born. So it is described as a ghost story type thing on Goodreads. and I was looking for something equally haunting after reading Mexican Gothic, so kind of keep on that theme of a little balance of a little bit of mystery, a little bit of horror, and a little bit of manga. I've also started some manga. I borrowed a whole series of manga from work. And this is A Silent Voice. There's 7 volumes in the entire series. This is by Yoshitoki Oima. There's the mangaka's name. This is volume 1, and it is I'll read the back again. It's just quicker that way. Learning to listen. Shoya is a bully. That's Shoya right there. And when Shoko, a girl who can't hear, enters his elementary school class, this is Shoko, she becomes his favorite target, and Shoya and his friends goad each other into devising new tortures for her, but the children's cruelty goes too far. Shoko is forced to leave the school, and Shoya ends up shouldering all the blame. 6 years later, the two meet again. Can Shoya make up for his past mistakes, or is it too late? So you literally, at the beginning of this, you meet our main character, one of our main characters, Shoya, the one who ends up being the bully. He hates boredom. He's always like challenging his friends to various dares, kind of dangerous dares that could get hurt. He's always doing something. He's always got to, he's loud, he's boisterous. And then this girl shows up who can't hear, and it's, I love this image. It's sort of like she's like from another planet, and he's got to keep pushing everything and yelling at her from behind and just making a nuisance of himself, taking her hearing aid, throwing her notepad in the water, things that she uses to communicate with. He's just a total ass, basically. And it drives her away from the school. She just, her mother pulls her out of the school. And by the end of the book, it's like some 6 years later. And it's sort of like, I guess the rest of the series is basically him trying to make up for his past, realizing how it rebounds on him as well. He starts to be kind of put in her shoes, I guess you might say, and realizing what it's like to be, in a way, bullied because of, what he did. His friends kind of turn on him and everything too. So he's suddenly in her shoes, basically. Slightly, not even quite. But anyway, so the second book, I actually finished the first 2 in the series. The second one begins kind of right where they kind of meet up again. It's been 6 years, and he's trying to make amends. And the beginning part, you kind of relive a little bit of the past from book 1 here through the eyes of Shoya and what she went through. So you see it from her perspective, basically. So I really love this. I had some friends at work tell me that they had seen the anime and it actually made them cry. So I haven't come across the anime, more into manga myself anyway, but if I do come across the anime, I'll probably check it out. If you guys have read it or seen this series before, let me know what you thought about it. Anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's very well written, pretty decent illustrations, interesting characters. Let's see. Let me see. I'll show you a couple. Just a couple images. This is actually the girl's mother. I don't think she understands her daughter very well either. She's trying to be protective, but in a way sometimes smothering, and yeah, it's interesting. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I've just started volume 3 on that one. So yeah, so that's my current reads: Bellman and Black on the audio, and Silent Voice volume 3. I haven't really done much with the James Herriot book in a while, and I'm also reading that A Friend in Need book. Anyway, yeah, this is a bit rushed because it's a little late again. I had to work late on Friday, so anyway, I hope to get this up before I go to bed and still make it as a Friday Reads video. Let me know what you guys are reading, or if you've read any of these before, let me know what you thought of them. Yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.